Hello and welcome to Sweet Transit. Sweet Transit is a new train-based logistics game in development by Ernestas. I believe that's how you pronounce it. For those of you who are fans of Factorio, he was a former member of the Factorio development team, and he has come out on his own and released this game for us. And it is entirely a train logistics-based game. There are roads, but roads are only used as footpaths. Everything else, all logistics, is done by train. So it's very harkening back a little bit to like the Railroad Tycoon type of games, because it still is a management and logistics type game, but it also has some decent city builder aspects to it as well. So we're gonna jump in and take a look at both this and both of those aspects of the game here, using some of the tutorials. And as playing this demo today as part of Steam Next Fest, as I'm doing for a few days this week. And so hopefully if you're interested in this game, you'll check out the demo on Steam and consider following or wishlisting the game as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look here. The usual settings here under General. I don't think anything that kind of jumps out at me as being being uncommon. Graphics, of course, audio, of course, controls. The only kind of interesting component that I found here with controls is that the game is fixed isomorphic, and it does allow you to rotate the map, but it's a 90-degree rotation using Shift A and Shift D. So you don't have the ability to kind of change the pitch or the angle of the view, and you're locked into those 90-degree rotations, but it works for this kind of game. So let's just jump in there and take a look at that. There is, of course, a new game, which is a sandbox version, where you can set the dimensions of the world map, the water and mountain commonality here. If there's any specific rule set for the way that the map is, I don't know if that's for map generation or for rules inside the game, but it's grayed out, so I can't do anything with it anyway. And then the generator here is grid or Europe. Interesting. Oh, it's literally Europe. Okay. And then noise, can control that, and of course the biome scale as well. But we're not going to do a fixed map here. We're going to do we're going to play through a couple of the tutorials today, because that will that'll give us a feeling for how the game is played, and also teach us how the game is played. Let's go back here and go to the tutorial menu. Basics is literally just that. It's how to control the map, the things that I just showed you in the keys, WASD, the Shift A, Shift D part, a few things like that. So we're going to skip that one and go straight into village building, the city builder aspect. Village building. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to build and expand villages. Villages are at the heart of your colony, and if well supplied, will give a home to the workers who man your industries. Village building. Oh, I guess I don't need to read that every time. To build a village, you must first start with a warehouse. Warehouses are used to store the goods you'll need for construction and upkeep. Remember, placement of your warehouse is important. Your colony may continue to grow and bring in new goods from all over, so make sure your warehouse has plenty of space for stations and rails from all directions. So we zoom in to exit the map view and into the local view here. And the game wants us to put the warehouse here basically in the center of the map. And I was a little bit weirded out by that, but the reason is right here. You want this to be centralized so that you can bring in goods from all over, and you want it to have plenty of space so that you can have stations and rails from all directions. So we'll put that here in basically the center of the map. Actually, literally the center of the map. So next, now that we have a warehouse, let's build our first village. We'll start with the village hall, which will be our main building, and then build up from there. You'll also need a water source. Once you get workers, you'll need a way to help provide them with food, so make sure you build in range of a coastline. Build a village hall in range of water. So the game wants us to come all the way down here, right about in here, and you can see here that there's quite a bit of a coastline here nearby, so this is kind of a good space for this. So we're going to build the village hall, and we have to put it right there, of course. Palik here. Now that we have a warehouse, let's build our first village. We start with the village hall, which will be our main building, and then build up from there. You'll also need a water source. Once you get workers, you need a way to help provide them with food, so make sure you build a range in the coastline. I just read that. Okay, next. The selection window shows the general information for your village, including goods stored and workforce population. So here we have one building, the village hall, no inhabitants, 7-star attractiveness. Our balance is -50 for upkeep, and our range is 2.5 chunks. I think that's 2.5. We have no fish, no potatoes, and no coal. Inhabitants need a place to stay. Building residences provides housing for them and also allows for more people to move in. Building more residents makes for a bigger population, a greater workforce, and more taxes to put back into the colony. Build 30 labor residences. Well, we don't have a whole lot of choice here. The game actually tells us exactly where to put them, so we're just going to go ahead and put them exactly where the game wants. You can drag a box to place multiple of the same building. A very, 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 very useful feature. Make sure you take advantage of that whenever you can. The game wants us to put them exactly in those places. Next, please. Hovering your mouse over a problem icon provides more context. All colony problems can be seen in the problems list. So you can see that expansion is missing a connection. This expansion building, which is a house, all buildings are classified as expansion or industries or environment or logistics, by the way. So expansion is like your city building components here. So hover over residence with the problem icon, which I did. Expansion building must be connected to the parent building, which is the village center. All buildings in a village need to be connected by roads, which allow workers to travel between their residences, work, and various service buildings in the village. Without roads to connect them and people to access them, the building is just a building. So you need to connect residents to the village hall with a road. So we magically get this additional dirt road option here. And you can, at least here in the tutorial, I'm not sure how this works in the regular game, but you can actually drag a bit and they'll kind of go around like this. And they're going to follow, at least right now, this template. I don't know how much that persists in the sort of sandbox version of the game. All buildings in a village. Oh, we already read that. We already read that, Wally. Inhabitants need services to be happy. As your settlements expand, the number of needs you have to meet will expand too. Remember to keep an eye on their needs, otherwise unhappy residents will work less and refuse to pay taxes. So we can see that there's also water not in range. We can click on that and see also down here in focus that this residence has 5 out of 5 people, has 117% happiness, which means the happier residents rest and grow faster, and has 10% or 10 2 coins per inhabitant, so 10 coins of maintenance coming in, which is a very useful thing as well. So we need to provide water for them, as the tutorial is telling us, or is implying, I guess. Next, the water tower provides water to the nearby residents. Residents can only use service buildings if they are within walking range by road, so don't build it too far away from them. Build 3 water towers. And we have very little choice on where to place these, so we're going to put one here, and one over here, and that covers, you can see the blue lines here on the road, by the way, and that tells you which roads, which frontage basically is covered by that type of service. So because we're in the water overlay, we can see that when I place this one, all the houses will be in range of at least 1 water tower. There is this gap here, but these houses have contact. And there's a gap here and a gap here, but their houses still have contact with at least 1 frontage tile. Next, you can improve labor residences by providing goods to your village. Each requirement met will increase inhabitant capacity or taxes gained from that residence. Hover over resident good icons to learn what it does. So here in this labor residence we have selected, we need 1 fish per minute, and it provides 10 population and 4 coins. I don't know if that's 4 coins each then, probably. And then we have potatoes, which provides 5 population. So we definitely want to provide at least 1, if not both of those, to our villagers. Now that you have workers, it's time to feed them. The first goods you have access to are fish, which you get through using a fishing dock. As you may recall, we recommended building villages near a coastline. That's because a fishing dock can only be built on a shore. Build a fishing dock on the shore near your village. Up here and right in there, of course. Next, please. your fishing dock needs to be connected to the village hall. Build a road to connect them. And roads are here. I wish it didn't make you put the road exactly like this, because I would, of course, like it to be a little bit different, but that's fine. We'll do it the way they want. All production facilities, such as the fishing dock, need to store their goods in a nearby storage. Remember, storage buildings have a limited reach and can only support a limited amount of production facilities. To rotate a structure, press Q or E. So we need a small storage near our fishing dock. And I'm not sure why specifically it wants us to rotate this, except, oh, probably shape, because it's a 2x3 building. So if we rotate it, then it fits in there nicely, whereas this doesn't actually have contact with the road. Oh, interesting. Okay. And the buildings all have like different, what's the word? Different sprites depending on randomness, I guess, or terrain or something, which is really nice too. All right, so that's up and running. As long as there are enough goods, living space, and work, people will continue to move into the village and help it grow. But to do so, they need to be able to get to work. Most work is done outside of your village. Workers will need to travel to farms and facilities around the colony. You can help them and the goods where they need to go by building a station. Alright, so stations have a limited range, so make sure you place your station where it can reach as much of your village as possible. Remember, stations and villages must be connected by a road. Select a station from the logistics section of the build menu and then build it. So it automatically opened up logistics for us here, and we can just pick the station from that. And we'll put that here, because it tells us to. We could put it elsewhere, I guess, but it wants me to put it here, which is good because you can see that it covers every house. You can see them all light up in blue. It covers every house we have built, which is key here. Next. Trains can only load and unload when the wagons are touching either the station or connected platforms. Build some platforms to extend your station. So the platforms here are here, and they want us to build them all along this way like that. Your village's attractiveness rating can be lowered by certain buildings, such as fishing docks. If your village is too unattractive, it will affect your inhabitants' happiness, and tourists from other settlements won't want to come to visit. No one wants to come to an ugly village, after all. Yeah, our attractiveness is -1 stars now. You can make your village more attractive by decorating it. Select fur from the build menu and decorate to your liking. Alright, so that's here, and that's here in the expansion again. I don't know why those aren't in environment. It's a weird thing, but I'm going to fill in that box there. We can also fill in like right here by the station, and maybe we should put a couple like over here or something to keep that a little bit happier. We're almost there. Let's do a few more right here. There we go. We're up to 0.2 now, so we're happy. That's all that matters, is getting positive. Next. Service buildings, such as the market, are necessary to keep your villagers productive. Some of your inhabitants miss market services and would appreciate if you built one. Build a market near residences that need it. So they all need a market. That's the little apple symbol here. So we need to build a market. And let's see. Is there a place to build a market that will cover the entire village? No, we're still going to miss a little bit down there. What about over here? That almost covers it, but not quite. So I think we need 2 markets. So we'll do one here. And maybe I'll do one here. Or maybe I just missed the spot, the sweet spot. But there's no guidance anymore. The tutorial kind of starts to leave you to your own devices after a little while, which is also much appreciated. Although they don't have food up there either. We might need a 3rd market then. It's much appreciated because either tutorials will lock you into the tutorial without letting you make any choices of your own for the entire tutorial, or they'll be completely open and then you aren't sure what to do. So it's really nice to have this option. And we can, oh, by the way, a lot of these tutorial steps also allow you to restart. So you can jump back to a previous step here. So we're actually back at the decoration step, which is fine. We'll just put some decorations back in here and here. And that actually satisfied it and need those out there. We're at 0 anyway. And then the market here. Is there a spot that I can do that will satisfy... Actually, we could go like here. Actually, you're not complaining, so we might be fine. Oh, you've got fish. Okay, well then never mind. Maybe. It's still telling me no. Oh, you are complaining now. Of course you are. Should I just do here then? Rotate. Yeah, I'll just do it here. Or I could do... it doesn't matter. There. Next. Now it's time to apply your newfound village knowledge. Expand your village to a total of 400 inhabitants. Keep building and growing your population and build the village you desire. So we need to get to 400 population. That number's up here. We're at 286 right now. If we look at some of these houses, they have... let's move this out of the way. You can drag these out of the way. They do have the plus 10 here, so they're filling up. And we're also getting 6 coins per inhabitant. Oh, it's plus 4 coins for the fish. Oh, nice. So as long as we can provide enough fish, we'll have 15 inhabitants and 90 coins per house. So we may need to provide more fish. We're getting there on the population, but we may need to provide more fish. We need more workers someplace. I don't know where this specifically is. It might be elsewhere on the map. Because you can see there is some more to the map now that's been built automatically by the tutorial. So there's other jobs out there someplace. Probably in these other towns or this other location here. There's a forest or a woodcutter there. There's a coal station here. They're the ones looking for workers, I assume. And efficiency is below 100%. And it jumps to this next step once you pass 300 population or something. I don't know if that's a bug in the tutorial, but it jumps to the next step where you have to produce enough coal, which is kind of weird. So I think we can put in some additional, maybe some additional houses. We have 30 houses the thing made us build. At 30 times 15, if we get them all full, will be 450. So, but we could, it's possible that we won't fill up all these houses won't all get, yeah, like this one here doesn't have the extra fish. So you either might need a fishing dock, or we might need other houses. Maybe we could do the fishing dock option here. Will it let me? Perhaps. Perhaps. Can't go that way. Let's go right here then, I guess. And of course we need a road to it. And it's out of range of a market. Yeah, I thought so. But I think I'm okay with it. Unless it has to have the market. I guess maybe it has to have the market. Well, we can build another market. That's fine. Let's see here. Market. Put one up here. That's fine. It'll keep them happy. Alright, so we are at 354 and growing. Hopefully we will get those additional workers wherever they're at over here. Use some more people. We may need to increase the attractiveness. Yeah, we do. Need to increase the attractiveness. I put up a fishing dock, so of course it reduces the attractiveness of the area. Can I just build the stuff over here? How does that work? Yep. Okay. And now we should start getting more pops again. But why do they not have fish? They should be getting fish from here. You can click on a building here also in the main screen to see where its specific coverage is. I don't understand exactly why they're not, but we're getting close. We have 391 people now. Oh, they're getting fish now. So I just needed the additional fishing dock, and then just time. All right, we passed 400, so our next goal here is 800 population, but we also have this that we can move on to. Congratulations, you've learned how to build and expand villages. Keep building great settlements. So if we continue, that keeps us here in the game. I don't know if we can pull that back up to jump to the next tutorial. I guess not. But we can also just go here and continue. No. I guess maybe we can't. Well, let's go to the main menu then. That's fine. I don't need to save it. It's just the tutorial. And jump into the expansion tutorial. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to set up production facilities outside your towns and how to connect everything together and move workers and goods around the rail network. Trains are the only means of transportation and the key component behind expansion. However, trains need fuel to be efficient. Otherwise, trains will be stuck running slowly or not at all, and goods won't be delivered on time. To refuel, trains will need a station with a fuel source. Coal mines provide fuel for trains. Any steam trains that stops where there's coal will automatically use it to refuel. All production facilities need workers and regular trains for supply and export. Hover your cursor over the goods to see their production change. So, we're the coal icon here, and we can see that coal is a combustible black rock used to fuel trains. As long as a train has access to it, it will automatically refuel. So, coal goes to the village hall, and coal goes to the warehouse. 50 fuel value, limit is 60 per minute, I guess at this one station, and batch amount is 5. Okay, next. This coal mine doesn't have any trains delivering coal to the warehouse or the village. Add a route that connects the coal mine to the warehouse and assign a coal train to that route. Assign route coal 1 distribute to the train 741. Okay, so we have obviously a train out here called train 741, and we have a route called coal 1 distribute here that we can assign to it. And there it goes, zoomy zoomy. We're in super fast mode, by the way. Yeah, that's why it's zooming around the map so fast. Next. The warehouse is another key part of expanding your colony. Construction materials can only be used for a building if they're first stored here. So here we have no wood. We have, I started this end. We have coal. We have no bricks. We have no cut stone, and we have no wood. So if you hover over the wood icon, we can see where it's produced. We're producing 60. We need 64 for upkeep. All right. Next. Right now, we only have one sawmill, which produces 60 wood per minute, while the upkeep is 64. We'll need more wood to keep up with consumption. Build another sawmill near your rail network. Okay, once it's come way down here, somewhere. Ah, here it is, somewhere. Let's build a sawmill. That's here in Industries, by the way. This Industries button. This one. Okay, rotate. Q and E. Click that. Right now we have only one sawmill, but we already read that. Jeez, Wally, stop doing that. Having a sawmill isn't enough. Workers can't produce anything without a source for materials. You'll have to provide them with trees to help them produce wood. Expand the sawmill by building tree nurseries. Okay, that's here. And it wants me to just build a huge box of them like that. Next. You can also expand your wood storage. With more storage available, you won't lose time if the trains are running late. So wood storage here, here. I missed that one somehow. There we go. The sawmill is complete. All that's left is to connect it to the rail network to bring in workers and deliver wood to the warehouse. Excuse me. In order to move workers and goods to and from the sawmill, we need a station. Stations can be connected to a particular building by building them next to each other. Build a small station. Okay, that's here under logistics now. We're under the logistics button, like before. Build that here. And then next, build extra platforms to extend the station. Longer stations allow longer trains to stop by. Right, platforms, and it wants us to add just this many. Maybe? Oh, you want one more right there. Okay. It's hard to see that little icon there. Now that you have a station, you'll need rails for the trains to move on. Build rails parallel to the platform. So this is rails, and then we have wooden bridges for, spanning. Rail go that way. I missed one. There we go. Rails are also needed to connect the station to the rail network. Build a path for trains to come to the station. All right, so you want... I see, we have a connector here, and then that goes into there. Though Sweet Transit does have two-way trains that can move in reverse, for this tutorial we only have one-way trains. To help it get out of the station, we'll need to build an exit. Build a path out of the station and back onto the rail network using rails. So we'll go this way. Like that, I guess. This particular rail block will work for a single train, but as the rail network gets more complicated, we run the risk of collisions between multiple trains. Rail signals divide rail lines into blocks that can each be occupied by a single train. With signals separating them, trains won't attempt to enter an occupied block. That's rail signals here, and it wants them put, guessing right here? No, right here. And right here. I see them. Do you want them? Wait, are those all? No, those are already all there. Oh, I made this a two-way track. Oopsie. Okay, I need to find... Oh, it is the yellow. Crossing rails can have a rail signal. That would be like a rail chain signal. So where exactly does it want these to be placed? It's acting like it wants them here, but I don't see exactly where. I guess I just put it in and hope for the best. Yeah. Okay, it was happy with that. Okay. We have a sawmill ready and connected to the rail network. Next, we'll create a route that transfers workers between Detuva 1 station and Wood 2 station. Open routes menu with Control R, which was also up here. And then we need to add a route. Out of the way a little bit. Select a destination, Detuva 1 and Wood 2. Click to add a wait condition. We want time passed, and defaults to 20 seconds. It just wants us to change it, I guess. And then time passed for this one as well. Next, please. The train depot lets us build new trains using train presets. Open the train presets menu by selecting the train depot and clicking add train to queue. Okay, train depot is over here. Oh, nice. Add train to queue. Oh, we can also do Control T. Each train needs at least one locomotive to move it and some wagons to carry cargo. For this tutorial, we'll need a passenger wagon to carry our workers to work. So add the ST10 locomotive, add an ST10 passenger wagon, select the route Detuva 1 to Wood 2, and then build. Next, please. And then we need one more train to carry the wood from the sawmill to the warehouse. Jeez, Wally. Create a route for the train to follow. Open routes, Control R, or click up there. Add, get out of the way, Wood 2 station, warehouse 1. Wait for time passed. Wait for time passed. Next, please. Open the train presets menu with Control T. The train will also need wagons that can transport the wood. The flat wagon F10 will do. So create a new preset. We want ST10. We want 3 flat wagons, F10. And then we want this to go Wood 2 to Warehouse 1. And build, please. Train is invalid. Next, please. Congratulations, you've learned everything you need to expand. If you'd like to keep expanding this colony, try connecting a potato farm to your rail network. Potatoes are a requirement for worker residences, so they need to be delivered directly to your village instead of the warehouse. You're running out of goods. Remember, structures require upkeep. Ensure your production is higher than your consumption. Got it. And we just got that going, so that was our issue. We have not enough workers at the potato farm, which is not surprising since we have no train going there, I don't think. And let's see here. We have wood. Here's Detuva, the town. There's coal there. Here's our warehouse way up here. Okay, so I think what we need to do now is to do a Control T. Actually, we need a new route first, I guess, because we don't have any going to whatchamacallit, potato. So let's go destination of Detuva to Potato 1. We'll just do time passed because that seems to work out fine. And then we'll do Control T, and we'll take a... Can we change to one of the other presets that it had for me? Maybe? Yes, we can. This one? Preset name is nothing. This is the ST10 and the ST10 wagon, and we'll just use that train. Build it, please. Oh, I put the wrong route on it. Oops, and I didn't name that route either. Let's see, this one here is going to be Detuva potato workers. Yeah, I guess I could do like a arrow as well. Okay. And then we can do, so that train should now be hauling that. What if we look at trains. There we are. The 2 of it are potato 1 workers. Good. And then we need to have another train. That's the... actually, I don't know what... I guess that would be a gondola wagon. I assume we don't have one of those yet. Oh, we do have one of those. I assume potatoes go in a gondola wagon. Guess we'll find out. So you 3 can go... Actually, no. I need to have... No, I think I can do the tuva to potato 1. I guess I can rename that to not be workers. Oh, no, I do need a different route. Okay, so this is workers. We need to have another route then. Add. This is potato 1 to tuva potatoes. Okay, destination is potato 1. We want... we'll just do time passed. We could probably do a full cargo, empty cargo type of thing, but I think we'll be fine with this for now, for the tutorial purposes at least. And then this train gets to go potato 1 to Datuva potatoes, and we'll build that. And it's got a little bit of wait time on us. Okay. What are you complaining about? Not enough workers. We did bring workers. We did tell workers to start working here. Hmm? Oh, it doesn't have all the rails it needs either. Okay, well that would help. Let's do this. Okay, we're in the build menu. We know. We've got it. Thank you. Let's see. We have to go around that mess. Let's see. You can go, I guess, kind of like this. And then we need to have a train to be able to come in here as well. And I think I just need to make this a 2-way track because, yeah. Can we just do that? Okay, and then we need signals here. And then that should be it, actually, I think. I guess I have to do the rest of these? Or would I want a bridge across there? I might have to actually do a bridge. But we only have one train coming in here, so it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Trains need fuel to move efficiently. They will automatically refuel once they visit a station that has access to fuel. I do know that. You are my wood warehouse train. Do we not have fuel? Or haven't you just not been here where there is fuel? There should be... Yeah, there's plenty of coal here, so you just haven't made it here yet. Here's our worker train. It's pink. Did you not bring any people with you? Ah, you did. Okay, good. They're unloading. I don't know where they're going, but they're unloading. I can see them unloading. And, yeah, the other train came in here. Okay, then this isn't going to work. We need to do a bridge. That means we got to do this. I guess. Too expensive? Is that the deal? We can't do that. Let's see here. I can't tell what the issue is. Maybe I need to delete these tracks here. Let's try that out. Nope. Okay, that was bizarre. And this can go here. And this can continue along to somewhere in this area. I guess. Alright, so I need to change this slightly. Delete that signal and delete this track. Like that. Okay. signals back, or my money back for the signals. I missed one. Right here. And then I guess I should put some signals on here. Like that. Alright, so hopefully you got your workers. Looks like you did. There's people here bustling around. We have some potatoes. We didn't load any. Did I set it up right? Who knows? Control R for the routes. Yeah, load a potato, unload it to Tuva. I guess we could say, hey, only load potatoes. Let's put the speed up. I don't know what the controls are for speed here. They might just not have any potatoes ready for me yet. It says 170. Okay, well, we'll see what the train what happens when the train comes back. Here comes the worker train again. And then... Is that you right there? Yes, it is. Gonna load some potatoes now. Not loading potatoes. Why you not load potatoes? I come back here. Missing something. Still says 0 workers. If you're unsure what to do next, don't worry. You can check the unlock list and see what will unlock next and when. Selecting a village will show what that village can unlock locally. Okay, so workers showed back up now. Maybe we just needed to have workers here for the train to come. Who knows? We'll see, I guess. And you've run out of fuel. Is there no fuel here at Dutuva? There is fuel. Okay. Now maybe we can get... Oh, because I sent it back around its loop. So it was mad at me. Yeah, that's why. Maybe we can get some potatoes now. Because we have 40 workers now. It implies that it's still empty. Stumped, am I? Okay, so now you picked up the workers. Why don't we edit this route to do full cargo and empty cargo, even though that's a bit scary. Okay, you have no workers. You know you have 2 trains. There's nothing to do with loading that I can see. Okay, well, I'm obviously missing something that I can't really tell what I'm missing. Are you bringing the workers in? No, now you're taking them home. And it does show that there's workers in that train, so it should show there's potatoes in the train. This train here is a worker passenger train. This train here is a flat wagon. Maybe I have the wrong wagons on this train then. That could be, I suppose. Let's see. Oh, it should be the box wagon. I'm an idiot. Okay, that's what it is. Let's do a new train. This one. 3 of those. Gondolas are for like coal. Okay, and this is going to be, I don't know, 3 boxcar. And then I want it to go that route. Yep. And then I need to go find my other train here, and we can dispose of it wherever it went. Here it is, I think. Yep. Okay, so this train, we need to do this and to sell it. There we go. And then we should be getting our other train here shortly. Zoomy, zoomy. And I did set the cargo still at max. There it goes. Okay, good job, Wally. Let's edit this route, though, so that we can have time passed instead. Just because I don't want it to suffer, and I don't want it to sit and block a station. So I need to get out of there when it's time to get out. Alright, and it should be coming in here now. There it is. And now we have people with potatoes, which will give us 5 additional population. Super nice. All right. Well, we're going to leave this here. I think this is a good foray into this game as far as a demo goes. And if this is something you're interested in, by all means, take a look at it on Steam. Try out this demo. Like or follow it or wishlist it on Steam, of course. And if it's something you want to see me do a series on in the future, by all means, let me know, either in the chat or the comments or on Discord. And so thank you all for joining me for this game today, and we'll see you all next time. Bye for now.